welcome to this video where we are going to start optimizing our website. Now, the first thing we're going to do is first of all clean up the WordPress install a little bit and install Cloudflare. Let me just explain what Cloudflare is. So Cloudflare is a free service that essentially caches your website around the world. Now, if you don't understand what that means, when I registered my domain, if you check the video, it tells me that the server where my files will be hosting is in Amsterdam, which is around here, right? But what happens if you're like in Seattle and you want to open my website? Well, the data needs to essentially cross the Atlantic Ocean, cross all continental US and get into Seattle. So it means that my site is going to load slower for these people, especially considering that I use SiteGround, which is a cheap hosting platform. It's pretty good for the price, but it's not a very, very, very powerful one, just enough for what we need, but it means that the servers will take a little bit more time because I'm sharing them with other people, and on top of that, that data needs to literally cross half the planet before you actually see the website on your computer. And all of that means that the site will be slower for someone in Seattle than it will be for someone in like Paris, for example. Well, what Cloudflare does is it takes all the files of your website and it makes a copy of it on all these servers around the globe. All these dots that you see on the map are essentially places where they have server farms where they will be storing your files. So in that case, if someone in Seattle wants to open the website, there actually will be a copy in Seattle. So the files, instead of crossing half the globe, will just go from Seattle to Seattle and the site will load a lot quicker. Cloudflare is also a service that protects your site from pirate attacks and hacking and that kind of stuff. And it also makes your server work less hard because, well, this Amsterdam server doesn't have to serve many versions of the website, which should make it easier on a cheap hosting plan. So for all these reasons, we're going to set it up, especially considering that it's 100% free. So let's do that. You're going to need to sign up and create an account. I'm already on my account right now, and I'm just going to create that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the name of my website here, so skilledgolf.com. Essentially, what it's going to do is it's going to be scanning all the records I need to be adding to my website. It's a little bit technical, but just follow the screen as I'm doing it and do the exact same thing and it should be fine. But essentially, Cloudflare needs to scan my website. So I'm going to let it scan and pause the video for a second. All right, now it's done scanning. I'm just going to click on Continue Setup. I essentially just scanned a bunch of things that are on my website. You don't really need to touch anything here. Just click on Continue, which I'm going to do. And now what it's going to do is going to ask me which plan I want. I'm going to take the free website plan, which is completely fine for what we're doing here. So don't need to pay for that service. Now it tells me that I have these name servers and I need to change them to this, right? So to do that, I'm going to go back into my hosting account here. And I'm going to go into the My Account, Installation, Domains here. And I'm going to click on Manage in front of my domain, skilledgolf.com. And here I have your domain name, DNS. So I'm going to change these values here, which should be ns1 es26 siteground.edu. Oops, this window. See this one? And I'm going to change it to this, right? So I'm going to change these two. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste the first one and the second one. And I'm going to update. Once you actually have done the update and you can see that on your SiteGround panel, it has been updated, then you will essentially need to wait up to 30 minutes. Usually it says 24 hours. It's pretty inaccurate. These days it's much faster. And you can see that you have these things here after you've reloaded, and you recheck name servers until that works. So it didn't work the first time when I just clicked the button, but I just waited 5 minutes and I reloaded that page, and essentially it says the status is active. So it's basically set up, and now when I'm loading my site, I should be loading from a much closer thing, which I can feel like the page is already getting quite fluid here. If I open a post, etc., it's pretty fast. So that is it for the installation of Cloudflare. In the next video, we're going to talk about installing an SSL certificate so we can have an HTTPS here instead of HTTP. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for following. Good luck with Cloudflare, and I'll see you in the next one.